Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice for Radio. So today we need to have a look at Flareon EX in what has been one of the most annoying days that I've had at work in a while. Now, take it in context, I talk about Pokémon cards and other card games. That is my job. My annoyances are not on the level of a lot of other people's annoyances, but still, there's been a big stream going on today. A big stream. Literally been going on for over 3 hours as I record this. And we know they're going to be revealing Terastal Festival. They've got to reveal Terastal Festival. It's got to happen, right? Because, well, we had that little kind of tease reveal the other day, and there's no Champions League stream where they're going to reveal it. I am 100% convinced that we are going to be getting the reveal of Terastal Festival today. And I have been waiting, sitting at my computer all day, getting ready to bring you the news. And just to be clear, when the news comes down, I will share it immediately. But they're not doing that. They're not giving us the reveal. What they have given us, though, is a new Larry card and Flareon EX. So I figure we'll talk about them right now. I'll make a nice video telling you all about these lovely new cards. And then when the Trastal Festival proper reveal comes down, we can talk about that as well. Sounds like a plan? Excellent. So, we'll start off with Flareon EX because a new EV-focused EX seems like a rather exciting thing now, doesn't it? Now, we got 270 HP, Fire Pokemon, retreat cost of 2, weak to water. I cannot see this well enough to translate, although I kind of got the second attack. But there are people that apparently can, so I've seen their Japanese translation, and then I've translated it from there. Like, they've posted it with the Japanese characters, and I've translated it from there. And then check with a lovely Antoine Boulet. So, what we've got here is apparently 2 energy, a fire and a colourless, 130 damage, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy, attach them to one of your Pokemon, and shuffle your deck. And you know what? Yeah, that's not bad. Now, do remember that this evolves from Eevee. And over in Surgeon Sparks, we do have a new Eevee. We have a rather enticing new Eevee. An Eevee that I like very, very much with this one. I came in a Sylveon EX deck over in Japan, if anyone remembers that. And what this Eevee has is an ability whereby, as long as it's in the active spot, it can evolve during your first turn or the turn that you play it. And I like this with Flareon, because you start with Eevee, you get it in the active, that gives you a turn 1 Flareon EX. Now remember, Flareon EX evolves from Eevee, there is an Eevee EX, and the ability we have for Eevee EX tells us that we can evolve Eevee EX into a Pokemon that would evolve from Eevee. Alright? So we're cool in that regard. So we can evolve this from Eevee EX, maybe you want to, but right now I like the Eevee from Surging Sparks. Because then, you know, turn 1, boom, Eevee in the active, evolve it into Flareon, get an energy on. Where's the second energy coming from? Magma Basin. That's where the second energy is coming from. My old pal, Magma Basin. And okay, fine, I've got to take the minus 20 HP or the 20 damage. It's not ideal. But then I have Flareon, turn 1, going second, ready to roll. Like, if I go first, I just attach an energy to Eevee, and then turn 2, I evolve into Flareon, attach a second energy, I'm ready to go. That's the easy one. But if I go second here, I can actually have this attack rolling. And look, the damage is nice. I like the damage. The 130 damage is pretty cool. However, it's also worth noting that you accelerate 2 energy from your deck. Accelerating from the hand, you got to draw into the energy, that's annoying. Accelerating energy from the discard, you've got to get in the discard, that's annoying. But accelerating energy from the deck, oh, that's nice and easy. As long as the energy's in your deck, you're good. That's why I like this Flareon. I really, really like this Flareon. because I can get it going, turn 1 going second, get 130 damage on the board, which will get like the vast majority of single prize Pokemon. So evolving Pokemon and, even bigger basic single prizes. Most of them will be going down here. But then I'm also getting the energy and building up my board in that regard. I like Flareon. This is awesome. Plus, Flareon is the best Gen 1 evolution, and I will not be told otherwise. As for the second attack, fire, water, lightning, i.e. each of the 3 typings we see from the Gen 1 evolutions, 280 damage. This Pokemon cannot attack during your next turn. Now, one actually fun little side note here, that is, I think somewhat predictably, the same energy cost as we see from Eevee here, which it should be because, makes it easier and also Gen 1 EVs and all of that. But whereas Eevee did 200, which is not a key number, Flareon does 280, which absolutely is a key number. Because that KOs Pidgeot, for instance. That KOs V-Stars like Lugia, for instance. It won't get Stage 2 EXs. But it will basically get everything that isn't a Stage 2 EX. And that makes it very, very, very worth looking at in my eyes. And also, side note, yes, you absolutely can pull this off turn 1 going second. It's not as easy here, but Sparkling Crystal plus Crispin will do it. Or Magma Basin plus Crispin will do it. Or Magma Basin plus Sparkling Crystal plus Attachment for turn will do it. Now, Crispin being your supporter for the turn and then you not being able to use a draw supporter is annoying. But then again, turn 1 going second, don't forget our old friend Squawkabilly. So you know what? Yeah. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, but I am saying we absolutely have viable routes to use either of these attacks turn 1 going second because we've got the Eevee from Surging Sparks. Without Surging Sparks Eevee, I would not like this nearly as much. With Surging Sparks Eevee, I actually like this quite a bit. Want another option here? How about Glass Trumpet? Lets you attach 1 basic energy from your discard pile to each of 2 bench colorless Pokemon. And alright, Flareon ain't no colourless Pokemon, but you know who is a colourless Pokemon? Eevee. So just do this before you evolve. Now, it does get a little awkward if you're trying to do this turn 1 going second, because you need the Eevee on the bench to use Glass Trumpet, but then you need it in the active to evolve. But this isn't necessarily just like a turn 1 play here. This is an any point during the game, and I think this really, really needs to be remembered here. All of these evolutions evolve from Eevee. Eevee can use Glass Trumpet, and we've got this new Eevee that can evolve early, and the combination of Eevee and Glass Trumpet, specifically the Surging Sparks Eevee, actually makes all these evolutions way better. I like Flareon, I'm giving it 4 Wassies, I'm a fan. But I did promise you a new Larry card. Check out the visual quality of Larry's professionalism. I don't know if this translation's correct. Look at the potato cam image. But apparently it is? I don't know. Either way, if this is right, this is an interesting card. As always, take with a pinch of salt because of the blurriness. Discard your entire hand, but then search your deck for 1 Pokemon, 1 supporter card, and 1 basic energy. Reveal them, put them into your hand. So basically, you find the Pokemon you want, you find the energy you want, and then you get the perfect supporter card for the following turn. Maybe that ends up being a Professor's Research, for instance, to completely reset your hand. Maybe it ends up being an Iono to hurt your opponent who's ahead in the game. Maybe it's Boss's Orders because you're in that situation where just playing Boss's Orders and gusting a bench Pokemon will win. Now, obviously, when you play this card, you are telegraphing to your opponent exactly what's going on. They know that you'll have 1 card left in hand. Like, if you play a Pokemon and an energy, and then you've got 1 card left in hand, they know for an indisputable fact it is 100% a supporter card, which does make things a little more awkward, I grant you. But make no mistake about it, this is very cool. This supporter card has a real chance to be very, very good. I don't think it's a 4 or any of that, but I absolutely do think it is a 1 or 2 of in a lot of decks here. Guarantee that Pokemon, guarantee that last energy you need, and then go ahead and set yourself up for the following turn. I'm feeling generous. I'm in a good mood. I'm giving it 4 Wassies. And now I'm going to go, well, I'm going to edit this and post it. And while I do that, I'm going to sit at my computer. And I'm going to wait for this Trastal Festival reveal, which is probably going to come while I'm picking my kids up from school, because, you know, that's how these things tend to work. But they've already soft revealed it. They are doing Pokemon news on this stream. They've literally shown us a couple of cards from Terastal Festival already, and there isn't a Champions League stream coming up where it would be revealed instead. So I'm going to check back with you hopefully very soon for that. For now, tell me what you think about Larry and Flareon. For Larry on, nailed it, in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Smash Cafe, who have been supporters for a little while now and seem to be very lovely people. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.